Now, if you're in the market looking for a Bluetooth speaker that's incredibly portable, has great audio, and fantastic battery life, you're going to want to watch this video. This is EBPMAN Tech Reviews, and we're bringing back another product from CES that checks all those boxes and more. Check this out. It's extremely portable, it collapses, and guess what? It has a big brother too. Let's get right to it.
Keep losing sleep while driving in the backseat. What's left of me?
Now in this video, we're going to take a look at two products that we learned about at CES. We're taking a look at the Mo, which is a ultra portable speaker that packs an enormous amount of sound, and we're going to look at its larger sibling, which is the Ona X. We're going to talk about the features, we're going to do an audio quality test that you're going to want to stick around and listen to. Let's get right to it.
Make sure you hit the subscribe button and tap the little bell icon to get notified when new videos become available.
Now, before we take a closer look at both of these speakers, let's check out their website so we can learn more about the product. Now, both of the speakers that we're taking a look at today are expandable speakers. They are very compact to travel with, and you're able to expand them to be able to enjoy a deeper bass and a louder sound experience. Now, one of the really cool things about the Mo, in addition to its compact nature and how it can fold, is the fact that you can mount it virtually anywhere. So, it has 4 magnets, as you can see here, that will connect to any magnetic surface. But don't worry, if you want to connect this to wood, it also has a mounting pad where you can actually affix it to a surface, and it has the magnetic properties on it so you can connect it to. Now, if you're looking for an immersive experience when it comes to these speakers, don't worry, you can have that as well. You'll be able to pair 2 of these together and have a surround sound experience like you've never experienced before. Now, for those of you who are looking for the ultimate in flexibility, you can purchase a couple accessories that are going to make it even more mobile than ever before. You can actually use this mounting bracket to connect it to any non-metallic surface, or you could use this mounting case to connect it to your phone as well. Now, from a battery life perspective, you're going to get 8 hours of battery life. You can sync this, as I mentioned, with 2 speakers, and it also has an IPX rating, so you don't have to worry about them getting wet. Now, the Mo retails for $79.99, and it's available both on Amazon and on their website. There's also 2 more speakers in their family, one of which we have on the channel. You also then have the Ona, which is a waterproof speaker that's a floatable speaker that you can have in your pool, and then you have the Ona X, which we have here. Now, the second speaker that we have on the channel is the Ona X. Now, this is a larger speaker. It's going to have 16 hours of battery life. You do have the ability to connect it to 2 additional devices to give you that immersive surround sound type experience, and it also has a strong IP rating, so you really don't have to worry about it getting wet. Now, as we take a closer look at the Mo, you'll see that it's extremely compact, and this one actually has a couple accessories. This is that mounting plate that we talked about. So if you want to mount this, let's say in a bathroom or in a non-metallic surface, right, that this is not going to connect to, all you have to do is remove this plastic strip here, and it's going to have an adhesive that you can connect. You'll notice how it has these metal contact points that allows it to kind of stick just like this. Now, it also comes with this little wallet here, so you can put things in here if you like, and in this case it comes with some instructions. Now, as we look at the speaker itself, and we'll move the Ona X out of view just for a second, you'll notice that here you have your magnetic contact points. On this side, you have your USB-C port. We'll flip this around. This is a little port that you want to make sure that when you're expanding it, you don't cover, because this is kind of like a little breather or a little valve, and I'll show you that in a couple seconds. On this side, if we flip it over here, you'll notice that you also have your power button and your Bluetooth connection. Really simple to use when it comes to the controls. Now, you'll notice how flat this is, and let me show you how you expand it. So you notice this thing right here? I'm going to put my hand right here, and I'm going to tilt this way. And as I tilt this way, you'll notice that I'm not covering that little valve area. And when I open it up, it expands. And this is going to give you really that deep sound. It is loud. And more importantly, not only are they loud, but they are clear. So I have not experienced any kind of distortion even at the loudest settings. And we're going to look at audio quality and do some tests in a couple seconds. So this is what this one would look like. And again, if you were to connect this to something, I'll put it right here. You know, this is how it would look, and this is how it would stand out. The cool thing for me is the fact that this packs so much sound, but also is extremely compact. You know, you can put it like this and put it in your backpack. This is easy to fit in a pocket, and people would just be amazed on how loud these things are. So we're going to go ahead and put this one aside. Now, this is the Ona X. Now, this is a little bit larger, and it has more controls. On this side, you'll notice that it has your power button, Bluetooth button, play, pause, and your volume solutions here as well. On this side, it has kind of like this little protective area that has USB-C, which, as you saw, both of them are USB-C based. And then this is kind of like the chamber that expands. Unlike the other one, you know, all you have to do is pull it out just like this, and then now it's open. And you could either use it like this, or you could use it this way, right? So you have both ways if you want to play it. Now this one does not have any kind of magnetic, I would say, properties where you can connect it to something. But again, you could actually place these in two different areas to get that kind of surround sound experience. And if you had another one of these, you can do the same thing as well. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to check the audio quality. So what we're going to do is we're going to play some music on this one first, and we're going to do a couple genres, and then we're going to do this one as well so you can hear them. So let's get right to it. Now these speakers, for their size, deliver a surprising amount of immersive experience. I'm going to go ahead and power this one up, and I just want you to hear the startup.
Pow.
All right, so that was a startup. And what we're going to do is we're going to go through a couple beats. We're going to go into some slow R&B. We'll also play some music that's going to really either accentuate the voices, the mids, the highs, some bass in there, so you can see how much you're going to get from this small little speaker. So now let's go ahead and test our first track.
So casually keep diving into concrete. So bittersweet.
So I'm lowering the volume on my phone, and you'll notice that as it's playing, because it has so much bass, this thing is going to shift. We're going to do this again. I'm going to start raising it.
Drowning in my fears, it's like an ocean. Negativity is getting closer. Harder keeps the heat when it gets colder. You know, sometimes everything just gets hard.
Pretty impressive, right? So let's go ahead and try another track. This is going to have some more bass so that you can hear how that sounds. Let's go ahead and start this sound up. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to start low, and then from low, we're going to go to high. Pretty cool, huh? Look at it move. All right, let's go ahead and try another one. So this is going to get loud again. So this one we're going to put on, it's going to be really highlighting the bass. So you can see how much bass you're going to get out of this. I'm going to raise the volume now. All right. So we'll put this on the side so you can see how that's vibrating. Look at that. All right, so what did you guys think? I'm telling you, it's amazing how much audio is coming from this little speaker. The fact that also everything is very clear. So in my experience testing this out with various tracks, you have deep bass, mids and highs are present. You do have a decent sound stage. And what I find is that even at the highest volumes, I had no distortion. I never had any, either the bass, mids, or the highs overpowering each other. Everything was well balanced and very enjoyable. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the Ona X and we're going to do the same sound test. We'll go from low to high and we'll check out the same tracks. So now we're going to test out the Ona X, and we're looking at mids, highs, and also the bass. And notice how there's no distortion. Notice how we go from low to high, and everything continues to stay clear. Here, let's go ahead and try it.
So casually keep diving into concrete. So bittersweet. Keep losing sleep while driving in the backseat. What's left of me?
It's just too loud. Very loud. So as you can see there, again, nice, crispy, clean. Bass is deep, mids are there, vocals are clear. So let's try another track. We'll accentuate some of that bass so we can see what it sounds like. But I'm telling you, very, very clean for something that is collapsible, something that is portable, and then also something that you don't have to worry about getting stuck in the elements. So let's try another track. All right, so now this is our bass track.
Tell me you love me.
Loud.
Don't let go. Tell me your secret. Let me know. Tell me you love me.
Again, surprisingly deep bass from something so compact. And again, I'm hoping that you would agree with me. Really no distortions. So let me know what you thought about the audio quality of both of these speakers, this little tiny guy and this larger sibling. Would love to hear from you. So guys, that wraps up our review of the Mo and the Ona X. Which one would you choose? I'll tell you, if I'm on the go, this will be now in my backpack, and then this guy here will definitely be at home.